Alright, what is up guys? This video I'm just going to kind of be talking about this next update, what to expect, what's going to be going on. So as we all know, Mariana's Veil is dropping in one day, tomorrow on Saturday the 22nd. And the devs have been so kind to release a ton of leaks. Not a ton, I shouldn't say a ton. A fair amount of leaks just to give us a good idea of like what to expect, you know, tease it a little bit. So I'm going to kind of be yapping about it, saying what I want. That good stuff. Anyway, so one of the first leaks I want to get into is this one of a submarine. It's a pretty goofy looking submarine, honestly. It looks like something out of SpongeBob. I think with a submarine, it could introduce a ton of new game mechanics, like deep sea exploration, deep sea caves, all that stuff. Almost like, I'm kind of hoping they do what they did with the Desolate Deep, where you have to take a submarine, go exploring, you find some caves, and like deep sea freaky looking fish. And I would assume you could get different types of submarines, some that go faster than the other ones or have better turning, stuff like that, kind of the same how the boats have it. But yeah, once again, like that could introduce a ton of new game mechanics for the future. Also, leading up to the event, there is a game-wide server like luck multiplier leading up to like just 5 minutes before the update drops. I think it gets up to like 6 times maybe. I don't know, I'd have to go look at it again. So yeah, like if you're trying to get money, I would definitely be grinding for that money today, as you can probably make some bank just off the amount of server luck that's going to be going around. Now this next leak looks like a padlock on a door, like one of the type of padlocks that you would use like a 4-digit code to get into. And it came with a message that said, last time there were only 2, now there are 4. It doesn't want to be opened, not yet. So by the sounds of that, it seems like there'll be 4 locked doors around the map. Or maybe just a new area. Could be around the whole game. Who knows? Hopefully just a new area, because that'll be a pain. But honestly, if it is the whole map, I could see one of the locked doors being the one in Moosewood that lead into that little shack with all the fish in it. I mean, who knows? It could lead to almost like how they did in Northern Expedition, where you had to collect those fragment things. And then once you had all the fragments, you could unlock a new rod. So maybe that's what's behind the doors. I mean, who knows? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Now, this next leak is what looks to be an underground forest, like a cave. And I'm not too sure what these wire things are. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe they're like zip lines, but at the same time, they don't really look like that. But I mean, overall, the cave forest thing looks, the design is very well done. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the glowing crystals in the back there. Reflection on the water is very nice. Now, the most interesting thing about this is that little chalk outline of a character there. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but like in old cartoons or something like that, when somebody would fall, there'd be like the chalk outline. They used to do that for like bodies back in the day. Anyways, and it did come with a pretty creepy message, something about standing at the edge of like a giant ravine they fell in. So I feel like that will be how you get in there. You gotta fall down a big ravine. Maybe it's an underwater ravine. Who knows? But overall, this area looks pretty cool. But yeah, I would imagine you have to fall in to get to this area. Now, this next leak is actually a video. It's of this room with like this really creepy wind white noise in the background. There's like a body laying there with like blood written on the walls with a bloody handprint saying, "This is your last warning." Overall, it looks pretty creepy. I really don't know what to make of this. There's something on the guy laying on the ground. I can't really make it out. There's some pictures on the table. It looks like a pylon on the table, I think. I don't even know. Looks like there's debris around the room. I think it's just really hard to tell with the filter they got on going there. But yeah, overall, it looks pretty creepy. It's a few of the leaks, are kind of spooky in a way. The message that got released with that ravine was, "I was wandering through the ruins when I heard a whisper, 2 voices overlapping. I turned, but nobody was there. The fog was thick, and I could barely see 4 feet ahead. I had reached out, but my hand passed through nothing. I took a step back. Only 2 seconds later, realizing I was standing on the edge of something deep. Then, just before I fell, I heard it once again. One final whisper, 'You shouldn't be here.'" So, can't tell the vibe that they're going for this update. Some of the things look kind of peaceful and calming. These other ones are just kind of creepy. Now, this next video is looks like another part of that underground forest area. You can see more of the crystals. overall, like I really like the vibe and the design they went for in this area. And you can see the dev there. He's got the Rod of the Depths with his ghost behind him. That's nothing new there. But then in the background, you can see they have a placeholder like dummy there for what would be like an NPC. So they're definitely gonna have some new quest lines. So I would imagine that's where one of them would go. So yeah, not much to take away from this one. It's just the dev there waving. And that's really it for this video. Now this next one. It just looks like a giant gate with a big lock on it. And it looks like there's a bunch of fiery stuff in the back. So maybe this is something to do with the Roswell volcano, as there is the Mariana's Veil timer over top of the lava lake there. So maybe you gotta go down to the volcano and there's this big gate. You gotta fish out a key, almost like the depths. But also the gate and the lava there kind of looks like a face. And we all know with this next update, rods are gonna be expensive. So if you want a place to grind, I would definitely head to the Ashfall Limited Zone, as it is leaving soon. Maybe with the next update. I really don't know when it is leaving. So I would grind there till tomorrow, get your money up, as well as it's pretty decent for levels. But if you're looking for mainly levels, I would go somewhere where you can get a high amount of mythics, like the Grand Reef. If you go there with like decently high luck, like you'll be banging the mythics in. Like it sounded kind of weird, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little yap session of just talking about the next update. Pretty excited for it. It seems to be a pretty big update. I'm most excited with the deep sea fishing vessels, like the Submarine, and hopefully there's like other ones that you can unlock. That'd be pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to be making a video on the new update ASAP as soon as it comes out. So catch you guys then.